There's a version of depression nobody warns you about. It doesn't stop your life, it just makes your life feel like it's happening to someone else. Someone was sitting at their own birthday dinner recently. People they loved, food they liked, music playing, and they spent the whole night feeling like they were watching it happen through glass, smiling, laughing, opening gifts, and the whole time just waiting for it to be over so they could go home and be alone with the emptiness that had become more familiar than the celebration. She didn't tell anyone that night. She didn't tell anyone for 2 more years. Maybe that someone is you. Maybe it's someone you've been quietly worrying about. Maybe you clicked on this at midnight because something about the title felt a little too close. Either way, stay with this. This is what high-functioning depression actually looks like. Not the version in movies, not someone who can't get out of bed or falling apart where people can see. It looks like someone who is handling everything, and handling it well, while something inside quietly runs out of fuel with nowhere to go. You still go to work, you still reply to people, you still show up and say the right words and laugh when something is funny. And then you get home, close the door, sit down, and it's like the version of you that was performing all day just clocks out. What's left doesn't feel sad, doesn't feel happy, just hollow, like a house with all the lights on and nobody actually inside it. There's no real landing anywhere. You eat but don't really taste it. You finish something and wait for the satisfaction that used to arrive automatically, and it just doesn't come. You make plans and feel nothing when they actually arrive. You're there, but you're not quite inside it. One of the signs that goes most unnoticed is what happens to the things you used to love. They don't disappear, they just go quiet. You sit down with the book, the show, the hobby that once made time disappear, and halfway through you realize you've just been staring at it, present but not there, going through the shape of enjoyment without the feeling underneath it. If you've never had a name for this feeling before today, this is what Mind Blossom is for. Subscribe and stay. Then there's the irritability nobody connects to depression. Not sadness, just a low, constant sensitivity to everything. Small things landing like they were big things. Someone's tone, a plan that changed, a message left on read too long. And because there's no obvious reason for it, you spend the rest of the day blaming yourself for overreacting without understanding that it wasn't a character flaw. It was a nervous system that had been running on empty for so long, it had nothing left to absorb impact with. And then time starts disappearing. Weeks go by and you genuinely cannot account for them, not because anything went wrong, just because nothing really landed. You were present, but not inside it. Psychologists call this depersonalization. The girl from the birthday dinner said when she finally read about it, she sat completely still for 10 minutes because she'd been feeling it for years and had no idea it had a name, had no idea it wasn't just her. The reason this goes undetected for so long is the same reason she waited 2 years to say anything. She was too functional for anyone to think to ask if she was okay. She looked like someone who had it together, so nobody asked. And because nobody asked, she never had to say it out loud. And because she never said it out loud, it just kept going, quietly underneath a life that from the outside looked completely fine. And the cruelest part is how convincingly the mind argues against itself. You have nothing to be depressed about. You're just tired. Real depression looks worse than this. She said those exact words to her therapist in their very first session. The therapist looked at her and said, "That's one of the most common things people with high-functioning depression say when they finally come in." That voice telling you it's not serious enough, that's not logic. That's the thing itself keeping itself hidden. If any of this felt less like a video and more like something you already knew, please don't carry that alone. You don't have to be falling apart to deserve support. Feeling like something is quietly wrong is already enough of a reason to talk to someone. This isn't a diagnosis, it's just a conversation, and if it brought something up for you, please talk to someone who can actually sit with you through it. Was that birthday dinner story about you or someone you know? Drop it in the comments. Someone's going to read what you write tonight and finally feel less alone in it. Subscribe to Mind Blossom, a quiet place for your mind, soul, and heart.